Welcome back to Top 5 Auto Repairs. How do you know it is time to check your serpentine belt? The first sign that you know that it's time to check your serpentine belt is when you hear squealing noise or screeching noise during startup or while driving. If you hear squealing noise or screeching noise coming from your serpentine belt area, the first thing you want to check is make sure the belt is not slipping. If the serpentine belt is slipping, your serpentine belt is probably extremely worn, or it probably just needs adjustment, or it's probably covered in engine oil or power steering fluid. Or you can also have antifreeze dripping on the serpentine belt caused by a leaky water pump. For some vehicles, the belt tension is adjustable, and you can adjust it by loosening up the lock nut and loosening up the bolt on the alternator or other components. If you're not able to adjust the belt tension, that means you have an automatic belt tensioner. The only way to fix the issue is to replace the automatic belt tensioner. So how do you know it is time to replace the serpentine belt? And the answer is very simple. All you have to do is visually look at it. If you see cracks on the inside of the serpentine belt, then you know it's time to replace it. Also, if you see cracks on the outside, that's also a sign that it's time to replace it. Another sign that you know that it's time to replace the serpentine belt is when it becomes glazed. For example, if you look on the outside of the serpentine belt and if it looks extremely smooth and shiny, that's how you know that the serpentine belt has been slipping for a while. A good serpentine belt should always feel soft when you pinch it. If the rubber feels extremely hard, then you know it is time to replace the serpentine belt as well, because a very hard and stiff serpentine belt can actually snap under load. Your serpentine belt can also fail due to abrasion or piling, or when it's missing chunk. Then you know it is time to replace your serpentine belt when it looks this awful. When your serpentine belt looks this awful and is missing pieces on it and is extremely frayed, that's because the belt most likely is misaligned and is not sitting on the pulley correctly. If it's not sitting on the pulley correctly, it's going to rub against the surface on the side of the pulley and it's going to cause this mess. So I removed this belt on my vehicle and it has about 20,000 miles on this belt. As you can see, it's in very good condition. That's because I make sure that the belt is properly aligned, make sure that there's no oil or fluid dripping on the belt. And I also make sure that the belt tension is correct. And if the serpentine belt gets dirty, all I do is I just take a garden hose and I just spray down the serpentine belt. And sometimes I use a little bit of dish soap and I put it on the serpentine belt and I wash it off with the garden hose. It is best to check your serpentine belt from time to time, and you can also prevent it from getting worse. All you have to do is just visually check it and just correct any issues. I hope you found this video useful. As always, thank you for watching and subscribe to Top 5 Auto Repairs.